Federal lawmakers in the Senate and the House of Representatives are alleging that they're being unfairly targeted by anti-graft agencies. That is the focus of our next report.
President Buhari has left no one in doubt that fighting corruption is one of the cardinal objectives of his administration. Anti-corruption agencies have slammed former and 7 high-profile government officials with corruption-related charges. However, some federal lawmakers feel anti-graft agencies are targeting political opponents of government.
As a PDP caucus in
the People's Democratic Party caucus in the Senate says they are aware of an alleged plan by some persons in the President Buhari-led government to silence the opposition.
Some persons in the presidency who have planned to use the EFCC and other security agencies to harass, intimidate, and set up the Deputy Senate President in order to put him in detention.
However, it appears that opposition lawmakers are not the only ones feeling the heat from anti-graft agencies.
Mr. Speaker, yesterday in the evening around 3 o'clock, while I was here in the chambers conducting my legislative activities, some security personnel raided my house in Kano. They said there was an alleged allegation that you are in possession of arms and ammunition in your house and dollars.
They took away a cabinet from my house. I went there with the key to the cabinet. They asked me, they subjected me to a series of questions. And I told them I don't know Andrew Yakubu.
Some Nigerians who led a protest to the National Assembly also expressed concern that federal lawmakers are being unfairly targeted for scandals, which is a distraction to legislative work.
Some people, miscreants, will come here and allege that Senator Dr. Andy-Uba, that he has fake papers, fake results, left, right, and center. But of course, in this country, we have this mechanism to verify. Not when people wake up, they go to social media and say this is this and this is that, and we judge issues on court of public opinion.
We are saying anybody who wants, and Senator Dr. Andy-Uba has been contesting the election, and his certificates are there, verifiable. Take it to INEC. Go to INEC, you collect it. Go to Code of Conduct, you see it. Go to his school, Okunano Boys High School, Enugu, is also there.
However, the EFCC has vowed that no amount of scaremongering from lawmakers will dissuade it from vigorously enforcing its mandate to rid Nigeria of corruption.
Now let's move over to the House of Representatives, where the issue being considered is the scarcity of Nigerian passport booklets and other issues. Getting a Nigerian passport booklet for some Nigerians has recently become very difficult. According to this lawmaker in the House of Representatives, the issue is giving the country a bad image.
The House notes the acute shortage of passport booklets in recent time, which is causing a lot of hardship on citizens wishing to acquire passports, thus leading to long queues at immigration offices and across the country.
Adopting the prayers of the motion, the House is urging the executive to urgently address the challenges being faced by the supplier of the passport booklets. The matter has also been referred to the Committee on the Interior and the Committee on Foreign Affairs for more legislative work. Meeting with the Committee on Foreign Affairs afterwards, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says the issue is out of their hands.
The mission have no access, and therefore when they run short of booklets, they have to call on immigration for booklets to be supplied. As I tried to explain, immigration says they do not have because they could not pay for production. To pay for production, they need approval for funds to be transferred.
The Permanent Secretary also answered questions on the industrial action by staff of the Nigerian Embassy in Washington.
No, 2015 fourth quarter overhead allocation to missions was not released. 2015 fourth quarter, which laid the basis for the arrears of salaries for the locally recruited staff in all of our missions abroad. It also took the intervention of different government functionaries to get the overhead allocation for the fourth quarter of 2016 released to Nigerian missions abroad. This was achieved only a couple of weeks ago in April 2017. Honorable Chair, members of the committee, available information at our disposal indicates that the mission had paid local staff salaries from January to March 2017. The outstanding salaries were those of October to December 2016, which have now been paid. It was paid yesterday, the 3rd of May. This means that the mission is no longer in arrears of salaries for local staff. The mission has also informed that the strike action embarked upon by the local staff, by a section of the local staff, was due to the fact that they got wind that the mission had actually recently received the shortfall. As regards the mission in Washington, one of the greatest challenges we currently face, I must admit, is the bloated local staff size, which is currently at 44, having been reduced from 57, as against the approved ceiling of 22 local staff.
The committee says the country must plug avenues of waste in the missions for better administration.
And so the onus is on us, stakeholders, to start to look within ourselves to find out innovative ways, plug the waste. I recognize that we're not properly funded, but also there's so much avenue for leakage and waste.
Meanwhile, a bill seeking to amend the Flag and Coat of Arms Act 2004 and make further provisions to preserve the country's national heritage has passed second reading in the House.
Any person who flies or exhibits the national flag, which is deconstructed, thereby creating an impression of using the national flag, where actually the flag is deconstructed, shall be guilty of an offense against this act. C, any person who uses the national coat of arms and inserts them into national flag, thereby creating an illegal form of our national flag, shall be guilty of an offense against this act.
Among other things, the bill seeks to provide a 100,000 naira fine for people who distort the country's national flag.